Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Forgive me for the noise that you might hear in the background. Forgive me for the noise that you might hear in the background right now. Me and Black Beauty, we here to do another life lesson today. We here today, this morning. I woke up this morning and I was thinking about Black Beauty, how, I haven't been on none last week that I can remember. So I woke up this morning and said, well, I need to go on the platform to talk to you. So just to let everything clear out and there's all the noise. Give me a minute. Give me a minute for the noise to clear out the background, okay? Give me a minute. So we are here again today, me and Black Beauty, my beautiful little princess, and my beautiful little daughter. We are here today again with you this morning. Um, Today, I want to talk to you about, and this is Talk for Kids. Talk for Kids. Tell my story, mommy. We're here today because I wanted to talk to you this morning about the starting point of your inner child, recognizing and starting the healing for your inner child. Okay? Um, there's some dramatic situations going on in the world because we have so many people that think they grown, but they really not grown. They still children, and they still think like children. They still act like children, and they do everything like children. I'm talking about people 50 years old, 30 years old, 20 years old, 80 years old. It doesn't matter how old you are. Because if you haven't integrated your inner child, that childhood trauma and that childhood pain and that childhood abuse, emotional abuse that your mama and your daddy, your grandma, your auntie and them put in your life, and even people in your family like your brothers and sisters, they also was added to the problem, the trauma. So right now, today, me and Black Beauty want to talk to you about recognizing, recognizing and starting your inner child healing. And I can hear somebody saying, well, where do I start? You start by remembering, you start by sitting down somewhere by yourself. Okay? Sitting down, you already been feeling the pain that you are tired of living, that your life just is not right, that you just can't get your life together. You feel unhappy, you feel depressed, you feel angry, you feel sad, you feel lost, you feel afraid. Okay, all of those emotions are coming from your childhood trauma. It's coming from when you was a child, when you went through all of those emotions and there was absolutely no one and nobody there for you to talk to about it or to support you and to help you. Okay, so this is very serious because you done got so old now. You done got so old now and you still act like a child. You do everything like a child. Everything. Everything you do like a child. Okay, you think like a child. You act like a child. Your behavior is like a child. You're not mature. Even though you're 30, 50, 80 years old, you're still not mature. So your inner child, the little girl and the little boy that got traumatized is still very active, a very, very active part of your life and a very active part of your consciousness. Okay. And your subconscious, which is your memory. Okay. So this is why you treat relationships the way that you treat relationships. This is why you treat people the way that you treat people. This is why you respond and act the way that you act in different situations. So we want to talk to you, me and my princess Black Beauty. We want to talk to you today about starting and recognizing that, like I said, you need to sit down somewhere quiet, and deal with all those emotions and all those feelings and all of those situations that you are having in your life right now where you just don't feel good and you just don't feel right and you just feel sad and you just feel depressed and you don't even know why you're depressed. You don't even, it's just a feeling. It's just a feeling that's there. You don't know why you're angry. You don't know why you're sad. You don't know why you're depressed. You don't know why you're lonely. It's the little girl and the little boy that's depressed, that's sad, that's lonely. It's them. It's them. That's exactly who it is. They never had nobody to hug them. They never had nobody to say they love them and comfort them and, and get them that love and support that they needed as children. Okay, so you have to sit down, you have to just close your eyes and just think about your childhood. Think about your childhood. Think about what happened to you when you was a little girl and a little boy. Was you raped? Was you molested? Was you beat on for no reason? Was you treated cruel? Did your mama mistreat you and treated the other brothers and sisters better than she treated you? Was you always treated unfairly as a child? Okay, you just got to think about all of these things and stop protecting your mom and your daddy, the people that raised you. Because until you realize and recognize that they had they was a big part of your childhood. There's a big part of destroying your life as a little girl and a little boy. Your mama and your dad or whoever it was that raised you, your grandma and them, there was a big part of destroying your life as a child. So stop protecting your mama. Stop protecting your mama. If your mama wasn't right, she's not right. If your mama mistreated you, well, you have to deal with that. You have to deal with the fact that mama just didn't do me right. Mama just did me wrong. Mama just didn't do the right things by me. You have to deal with that. You have to recognize. You have to recognize it. Okay. Daddy just didn't do me right. Grandma didn't do me right. Daddy raped me. Daddy molested me. My uncle molested me. My auntie molested me. Okay, you just got my cousin. You got to go and just deal with all of that. childhood trauma, because this is what is destroying your life as an adult. This is what is destroying your life. This is why you ain't got no wife, you ain't got no, girlfriend. You sit in a room somewhere in the basement in a house, you isolate yourself for days and days and days and days and days, and you want to say that you are a introvert. Yeah, you are a introvert because of something that happened to you in your childhood. Okay, that trauma, that pain, that emotional abuse that happened to you when you was a child. That's why you are a introvert. That's why you are a avoiding. You are avoiding because of what happened to you in your childhood. You avoid intimacy. You avoid intimacy. You avoid closeness. You avoid closeness. You avoid relationships. You avoid anything that's got to do with vulnerability. Because see, when you was a child, when you was a little boy, you was a little girl, when you needed something from mama or daddy or whoever your care provider was, when you needed them to step up and give you that love and that hug and that support and that talk. Okay, when you needed them, they was not there. They was not there. So you was vulnerable, but your needs never got met as a child. You went to bed crying because mama told you she ain't got time to talk to you today. You went to bed hungry because mama sent you in the room saying, no, you ain't gonna eat nothing today. We're gonna wait till tomorrow to get something to eat. But you were so very hungry. You was vulnerable. You went to your mom, you went to your dad, you went to your auntie, you was vulnerable. You was expressing your emotions. That's what vulnerability is. Expressing your emotion, expressing your feeling, expressing how you feel. That's what being vulnerable means. And a lot of people can't do that today. I mean, you got 80-year-old people, 90-year-old people that cannot express vulnerability. They're afraid of intimacy. They're afraid of closeness. I know people that, ain't never had sex. Ain't never had no sex. Why? Because they are afraid of intimacy. My nephew right now, he's 35 something years old. He's 30 something years old. He never had sex with a woman. He never had sex with a little girl. All he do is sit in the basement, isolated every single day of his life because of what happened to him as a child. He was traumatized by his mom and by his grandma. He was traumatized. So he afraid of intimacy. He avoid intimacy. He avoid a relationship with a woman. He avoid closeness with a woman because he's afraid of vulnerability. He's avoiding. He avoid everything. He avoid everybody. He just stay isolated in his room, locked away. My nephew, he stay isolated. Okay. Not only my nephew, it's millions and billions of men today that said, no, I don't want to have sex with no woman. I don't want to be in no relationship. I don't want to be married. I don't want nobody to touch me. I don't want nobody to be around me. I just want to be by myself. That's because of your childhood trauma when you was a child. All of this come from your childhood and you don't even know it. You think that you are normal and you're not normal because you was traumatized as a child. All that come from your childhood. But because you don't want to deal with it, see, you don't want to deal with it. You just want to isolate yourself and not deal with your pain of your childhood trauma. Okay? So many men and women. Okay, people, you're not going to ever, it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. The inner child, they never going to let you rest. They never let you, they never gonna let you find no peace. They never gonna let you find nothing until you free them. They want to be free. You gotta recognize. You have to recognize that something is inside of you. Something is bothering you. Something is tormenting you. Something is trying to get your attention. Something is trying to make you stop. Something is trying to make you change. That's your inner child. They want to grow up. They want to grow up, but you won't let them grow up because you are avoiding them. You are not paying them any attention. And the way that they try to get your attention, the inner children, is that they get angry or they get frustrated or they get sad or they get lonely or they get depressed or they get fearful, very fearful. Very fearful. You got grown people that are so afraid. They are so afraid of everything. So they stay away from everything. They stay away from everybody. They don't know how to have a conversation with a person. They don't know how to talk to a person because they are emotionally shipwrecked. They're emotionless. They never dealt with their emotions. They never dealt with their feeling. They never dealt with the fact that what they need, what they got to have. They just push everything away. And the more they do that, the more the inner child gonna just destroy them. The more the inner child is going to destroy you because you don't want to recognize your childhood pain. So me and Black Beauty just stopped by today real quick just to let you guys know that there is a way that you can have a better life. You don't have to be the way that you are. It's that you choose to be that way. You choose to be that way. You choose to be, isolated. You choose to be avoided. Don't want to be bothered with nobody. No, it's not healthy and it's not good. And you just destroying yourself. That's really what you're doing. Destroying yourself. That's all you're doing. I'm sitting right next to a man right now, 80 years old. He never had sex. He never had sex. Why? Why an 80-year-old man never had sex? You know why an 80-year-old man never had sex? He's avoided. He's avoided. He have avoided relationships. He have avoided intimacy. He have avoided women all his life. Am I right? Yes, I am right. He have avoided women all his life. He have avoided closeness all his life. Why? Because he don't want to be vulnerable. He don't want to be vulnerable. He don't want because his mom hurt him. His mom, when he was vulnerable, when he was a child, he didn't get the love, he didn't get the support, he didn't get nothing. So now he don't want to deal with no one. And that's why he 80 years old, never been married, don't have no children, and never had sex with a woman. See, this is what a person look like when they have not dealt with their inner child. This is what a person look like when they have not dealt with their childhood trauma and their childhood wounds and their childhood pain. This is what it looked like. This is what it looked. He told me, I was the firstborn in my house, and I always had to wash the dishes, and I always had to clean up. And my other brothers and sisters, they didn't do nothing. So he was mistreated. He was treated unfairly, and because of that, it was his mama that did that. That brought the trauma in his life. He don't want to deal with no woman. He's afraid to deal with women. He's afraid to be intimacy with a woman. He's afraid to have sex with a woman. Afraid. Yes. So that's why I'm here, people. And it's so many men like him. I mean, this started when he was a young man. All his life, he never had sex. He never had an intimate relationship with a woman. Never. He always pushed the women away, right, bro? He always pushed them away. He always avoided them. He always ignored women. He always did that. Why? Because of his fear. His fear. His fear of being with a woman. His fear. That's the inner child. His inner child is so afraid. His inner child is so fearful. And he 80 years old today. He still haven't dealt with his inner child. And until he deal with his inner child, he gonna stay the way that he is. He gonna die that way. He gonna die that way. He gonna die miserable, old, unhappy, lonely man. That's how he gonna die. Because he refused to deal with his childhood trauma. He refused to deal with his childhood pain. He refused, like so many people just refuse. I'm okay. I'm just going to be to myself. No, people, your inner child is not okay. That little boy is crying. Let him cry. Let the little boy cry. He wants to cry, but you won't let the little boy cry. The little girl want to cry. You won't let the little girl cry. The little boy won't love. You won't let the little boy have no love. He never got love from nobody. Your mama never even hugged you. You never got a hug from your mama, maybe one time, two times. I'm telling you, why you are the way that you are. Your mama destroyed you as a child, or your daddy, or whoever it was. Your daddy never hugged you. Your daddy never kissed you. Your daddy never told you nothing. So see what I'm saying? This is where all this comes from. It all comes from your childhood, the way you are right now today. No, it's not you. That's the way you are. No, you're not that way. Your inner child, that little boy, little Sam, little Joe, little Bob, little Kevin, little Steve, that's the one that went through the trauma. And that's the one that's controlling your life right now and won't let you love because they don't know how to love. They don't know how to love. They was never taught love. Love was never demonstrated in their household. From the mom, from the brothers and sisters, nobody never hugged each other. Am I right, bro? Nobody never kissed. No, love was not demonstrated in the home. Only thing was demonstrated in the home is following what your mom and your dad tell you to do. That's the only thing was demonstrated. Rules and demands. Rules and demands. That's it. It was never no love. It was never no support. It was never no togetherness. It was never no hugs. And that's why you can't hug nobody today. You can't hug nobody today, right now, today. It kills you. It hurts you to hug somebody. Right now, today, you can't even show no kind of intimacy with nobody. Why? Because what happened to you as a little boy and a little girl? So you got to recognize and stop playing games with yourself. Free your inner child. Free your inner child so your whole entire life can change. Free your inner child. Deal with the childhood wounds. Your brother talking about you and making fun of you. Your sister laughing at you. When you went to school, they bullied you and mistreated you and called you all kind of names. And right now, because of all those things that's happened to you as a child, you feel unworthy. You feel unworthy of love. You feel unworthy. You feel you're not good enough for anything and anybody. Again, it all comes from your childhood. So me and Black Beauty just wanted to come. We get ready to leave. Black Beauty, my princess, my princess. We did it again today, beautiful princess. We'll talk to y'all next time. Recognize. Don't die and leave this world the way that you are. Recognize that you have been destroyed as a man and as a woman and as a little girl and as a little boy. Recognize the destruction that have been in your life that's causing you to be the way that you know. You can't be around nobody. You got to stay in your room. You got to stay in the basement. You got to stay in your house. You got to stay away from everybody. You got to stay because you feel that these people are going to hurt you. You feel these people are going to do something wrong to you. You feel that these people are going to neglect you. You got to stay away from everybody. That's the way you deal with your childhood trauma, staying away from everybody. But that's not what the inner child wants. Your inner child wants to be free. They want love. They want love, something that they never got before in their life. They want love. They want love. They want peace. They want happiness. They want joy in their life. They don't want to stay in the closet no more. They don't want to hide in the room no more. They don't want to hide under the bed no more. They want to be free. And the only way they can be free is that you help them to be free and stop hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding and running away from your childhood pain and trauma. Stop running away from it. Stop running. That's what you're doing. Running. I just can't deal with this. I just got to stay by myself. Why? Because you're so afraid. You're so afraid to let your life be different. Your inner child don't want to be under the bed no more. You used to hide in the closet. You can hear mama coming through the door, slamming the door. Where y'all at? Y'all damn children. Y'all damn badass children. Where y'all at? I know how them mamas talk. Where y'all badass children at? This damn house not clean. I just got off work. Y'all got dishes in the sink. Y'all got this. Where y'all badass children at? Get y'all ass up out of here and clean this damn house. I know how the mamas talk to you. And you get afraid and you start running in the closet and trying to hide under the bed and wherever you can hide. Because you know mama is angry and mama about to come in there and beat on me and whoop me for no reason. Just because she's angry, just because she upset, and just because things ain't went the way she wanted to go in her day. So you go hide under the bed in your closet, lock the door, trying to get away from mom and daddy so they don't whoop you and criticize you and call you all kind of names and say all kind of terrible things to you. And this is why you isolate yourself right now today, because of what your mama and your daddy and your grandma and auntie them and uncle them did to you. And your inner child want to be free. And you have to want to be free. Right now, this guy, that's my brother, that said he don't want to be free. He don't want to change. He don't want to quit. He don't want to stop. He don't want to free his inner child. He don't want to do it. He too afraid to do it. He too afraid to face his childhood, to face his mama. He too afraid to face his mama, see. He afraid to face her. He always been so scared of his mama. Him and so many people. My brother, he the same way. He's so afraid to face his mama. So afraid to tell his mama, yeah, it's you the reason why my life the way it is. You the reason why I ain't got no wife. You the reason why I ain't got no. You the reason that my life is the way it is. My brother is so afraid to face my mama. My used to be mama. She not my mama no more. I already denounced my mother as I don't even want her to be my mother. Why? Because she's never been a mother to me. She been a damn hell raiser all my life. She the one destroyed my life. She the one destroyed me and my life. No, she's not my mama. Okay? So I'm just stopping by, people. I'm just stopping by. You need to recognize where your childhood, recognize why you the way you are. Think about it. Think about it. Thinking about why you're so afraid to be in a relationship and be with a man and all. Think about all of that. And we'll talk to y'all later next week. Subscribe, like the channel, share the video.